So the other day on stream, I was making my setup and trying to figure out some better ways to be making money in Miner's Haven. And one of my viewers mentioned a very interesting way to duplicate your ores and send them back through. So that's what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. Hey, what's up guys, I'm Evan1 and welcome to the video. So this is something that I know is known in the community. I know a lot of people use it. I understand that there's a lot of you guys that are watching probably already know about this, already use it, but I'm making this video for the people who actually don't know, because I actually looked around on YouTube to see if there were any tutorials on how to make this or any suggestions on how to make this, and I didn't find anything specifically other than in like the long videos about how to make an entire setup, and there was nothing like how to just implement this small little part into your setup. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. And a lot of you guys are probably wondering, well, Evan, what are you talking about? What are you talking about that a lot of us know and some people don't? Well, some of you guys might recognize this, others may not. So you can see here that we have some Tesla refuters, which you can also just use a Tesla resetter. We have the final upgrader, and of course we have our ore replicators, sorry, not duplicators, and our black dwarf with another ore replicator. So why would I replicate all the ores right at the end of my setup rather than putting them in between after they're all getting upgraded, so on and so forth? Well, the interesting thing with this is that what you can do is you replicate them rather than putting the replicators on this side, you put them on this side. And then it drops the ores, instead of going onto the normal conveyor that goes to your furnace, it drops them onto these little tiny raised mini conveyors that then go into teleporters. Okay, well, where do these teleporters go? Good question. Let's go ahead and load my entire setup here, and I'll show you guys something a little interesting. So if we load my entire super large setup, you can see that we have this symmetriite going into the green teleporter. Well, this green teleporter, if we just run over here really quick, is going out and just sending the ores through my setup, right? So what this is doing is it's upgrading the ores as much as possible and then sending them straight to the furnace. But by using these replicators here, what you're doing is you're sending only the replicated ore back through again. What this is doing is it's basically maximizing the amount of money you can get by replicating those ores and sending them back through your setup, so you can make sure that not only your original ores are being upgraded a lot, but you're also duplicating those original ores, upgrading those duplicates, duplicating those duplicates, upgrading those, duplicating those again, and then upgrading those again, and then throwing it into the furnace. So what it's doing is it's super giving you as much money as you could possibly make. And I mean, I haven't even done anything. This is an automatic setup. I haven't touched a thing. And that's the amount of money I'm up to. Like, I can already skip 20 lives and I barely did anything. For those of you guys that are lower lives, you probably don't have a black dwarf, so you won't actually be able to do this. You won't be able to replicate them 3 times. You'll only be able to replicate it 2. But that's okay, because you'll still make a mass amount of money. So the important thing here is that you put this at the end of your setup, of course, right before your furnace, or else this isn't going to work. So let's withdraw all my items here, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do this. So first off, you want to use let's do a Tesla resetter. So we'll use one of those. So we'll do a Tesla resetter. So it's resetting right there all of the ore that you had just sent through your setup. And then you do a large conveyor ramp, and then a replicator. So that replicator, make sure you have it about right there, because then it'll hit it right there and then drops the ore instead of onto the normal conveyor that you're going to put here. It puts it on a raised mini conveyor there, and you just put it like that. So then it has the entire thing, and then you take one of these, which I am personally using orange teleporters, but really any of them work. You can just put that there, and then of course what you do is you put your orange teleporter back here and drop it back into your setup. And you can use like ramps if you want to drop it down onto it, or whatever you want to do. So then you can take whatever conveyor you want and just go like this. Then it's taking those original ore, and then it's sending them through now the final upgrader. Now what that is doing is it's resetting it again. So then you're actually able to put them up on a replicator again. So you go like that. You go to the replicators, and you do that exact same process again, where you're adding the raised mini conveyors and teleporting them back through. So if we use the orange, we can just go like that, and there you go. And then for those of you guys that have the black dwarf, you can also do another one of these, or not another one of the black dwarfs, but another reset here if you have one, and use the black dwarf right there. And then you just do another large conveyor ramp. You do another replicator. Place it just slightly away. Do a raised mini conveyor. Teleport it back there. And then you can just put your furnace. Obviously, it doesn't matter which furnace you're using. I mean, obviously, the better the furnace, the more money you're going to get. So use your best furnace you have. But we can even just show you guys how this works just by adding, let's choose Overlord device. So if you use an Overlord device there and have that orange teleporter here, we can test this little idea we have. So let me show you guys how this works. So we're going to use a basic iron mine here, and we're going to put a single ore into this setup. So just one, and you guys will see how it's replicated. So it's upgraded by times 10 there. It's reset then, duplicated. That duplicate is sent over there. There's another one. And then that duplicate is set over there, and then there's another one, and there's another one. And this is from a single one. We now have 5 of these ores, and they all go in there. And that made me just right there 25 million, 250 million, 250 million again, 337 million. And I believe we have one more here. And that'll give me 3.37 billion just by sending this through the Overlord device. So that started out with a basic iron mine, which gives 2. And that gave billions just by resetting it with these and duplicating the ores and sending it through the Overlord device. So if you use it with a ton of items, I mean, you clearly saw it with my setup, it gives you a ton of money by doing absolutely nothing other than replicating the ore. So I hope this makes sense. I hope I explained that well. You just have to set this up just right at the end of your setup. So then you can loop these back through automatically after these ores are replicated. And that's about it. It works super well. Highly suggest using it. And if you guys have any questions, of course, comment down below. I'll be in the comments replying to any questions you have, or anything that I didn't explain well in the video, let me know. And thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe. We just hit 12,000 subscribers 2 days ago, actually. So thank you all so much for that. And I will see you guys in the next one. See you guys later.